Alright, so we're going to be placing this broken fitting here, which is causing a leak. So we'll take the pump out first. So I've already loosened off these connections, and I've already closed the valves. There's no water in the tub, but still want to do that anyways. Could actually do this with all the valves closed. This is a jacuzzi tub. This tub was the subject of freezing over winter, so it's popped at one of the lowest points. Typically it's a manifold. Sometimes it pops just at the lowest point. Okay, so we've got everything free here. Start to rattle this out. And of course, it's still actually attached at the there we go. We got her out there. Okay. So I just want to tip it upright so I can work on it. Try not to get the capacitor wet here. Okay, so that's what we're trying to replace here. So that bit has snapped off of that. You see it's still pouring water out here. So doing that. Okay. Alright. So I want to get a flat screwdriver in there, drive it in, twist it out to get the old nubbin in, and we're going to compare it to what we have here. Looks like it might have been over tightened a little. This is a common part to fail here. These are 50 cents. Alright. Let's get our flat screwdriver. Nice whacking device. There we go. A couple of taps, not a lot. Don't want to ruin the threads inside. You're just trying to get this bit out. And there it is. Alright, I'm going to compare this thread to what we got here. I might say that's the same. Right? So, we'll, just test fit it, just loose. So it's got the gasket in there to show you what that looks like on another one. I guess the old gasket's still in place there. There you go. That came off the old one, that's what you need, or it won't seal at all. Go ahead and put this on one of my spares here. So if one goes, probably the other needs doing as well, but let's start with this. Okay, so we got our old hose here. We need to get this little clip off here. They're quite stiff, so we just need a set of pliers to take it off. Just get this out of the way here. There we go, and push it back. Just nice and loosey. Keep those clips on hand, you don't want to lose one. Okay, let's work on taking the old one out. And sometimes you might need to cut them off. This one looks like it's been glued. And might need some heat on it as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and just give that a shot. We got lots of extra here. Back. They designed this pretty well and they gave us extra. We're just cutting through the old tube with a nice sharp knife. Almost there. There we go. That's that. Just take out the little bit of glue and plastic at the end there. Don't need that. All right. Let's give this a test fit with something else. And that'll be the same size. And it's gonna go on like crap, so need to heat that up. Carve it out a little bit more. The alternative here is just to plug both pipes if you can't get the keep awakes to link back up here. If they're constantly leaking, you just get rid of them. Take that function right out. I was told that it's a biological requirement as part of, well, I'm in Canada here, so Health Canada, that they found some active bacteria in the bottom of these pumps, and that's why they mandated putting in these keep awake lines like this clear barbed hose here. And the reason for that is so that water doesn't sit in the pumps for 8 months at a time. So this one's just in loose, it's not in very tight, but you have to twist that in before you attach it on here, and you don't want to snap it. Thing is, you could just plug them. Another one looks like it's been silicone, so it's leaked before. I'm gonna keep test fitting my little sacrificial clip here. See if I can get it in yet. Oh, well, maybe. If I just chop another 1/4 inch off of that, it'd probably be good. Words no man has ever said before. There we go. Another fit, and it's still a little tight, but that might go now. Okay, so the trick here, just get everything else out the way and just put that on first. You can't put this little clear hose in after you've put the pump in place, so let's do that. Some electronics here. It's always good to be sitting in water. Let's get those out of the way here. Wrap it around the ground cable, so bring them up. Okay. All right. Let's sew it back in place. Man, I don't like where that drain hose comes out. Whatever. Okay, so we're ready to go back on. Last thing we want to do is just make sure this is nice and tight, but hand tight. Tighten this because they do just snap. It's probably about as much as you want. A little 1/4 turn with the tool. So hand tight and then a 1/4 turn. All right, so we got our little clip here. We want that to be accessible so we can get onto it with a pair of flat nose pliers here. I'm just gonna move you close so you can see this going on. Okay. So, don't mind this little drain hose. I can't move it because I'll snap that. So, that's where it's going to end up, right? So give her a little tip. Still the mat under there. Just to give it that height back. It's gonna sit flush, so you just want to test fit everything for you. Get her back in here. Don't want to be hung up on something when. Get that started so it's out of my way. There we go. Let's just shove this on. It's a little tougher than just saying it. That's a bit tougher than I thought. Okay. I'm gonna have to take this out because I just got nothing to work on here right now. So, pretty tidy, loosey. Oops, piece of pipe here getting in our way. Can't really get a good hold on the plumbing. The gasket's still in there. Drop a gasket, make sure you put her back in. This is maybe better done on a warmer day, but let's get that out of the way. Might even be worth just putting a screw in that pump base, just to make it so that it's not moving back as I'm pushing it. This isn't where the pump's going to sit permanently, but there we go. Move that after we're done. Alright, we're almost there. Just a tough push, that's all. You're also desperately trying not to snap the plastic thing you just put in. There we go, we're getting it. Alright. That's what it looks like when it's done. I just need to move this clip up to cover those barbed threads, and we're nearly done. Okay. So let's undo that screw now and put this clip in place. We can do that now. Okay. It's not the tightest clip in the world, but all right. Now let's just get the old one. Okay, let's get no, that can't be good. Just noticed our gasket here on the piece we took off of riding into a piece of glue right there. Guys who built this were good designers, not the best assemblers. Just gonna shave that down a little bit while I see it. We hope that seals. Just scraping it back with a knife here. Watch the gasket. It's a bit better. It's that bit I was worried about. Well, it's sealed before, so. Alright, let's undo that screw. I'm gonna be careful with the pump now because you got that thing attached. You can't be cranking it funny directions and whatnot. You be careful now. You don't just snap all that work you just did. Alright. So I'll get that back in place. Always just hand hand tight everything until you got her all in place. And then give it a last little tighten up. Okay, see that pipe actually has a bit of curve to it. Just the faintest amount of curve to that little pipe. That's why we do that. Alright. So that's hand tight there. That's tightening up there. Oh, that bound up pretty quick, so I feel like that's cross-threaded. Give her a little shake. She tightens, sometimes gets rid of a cross-threading. Okay. There we go. All right. Take the valves up. Always do that before you're going to test your leak. No point trying to test the leak if your waterways are closed. All right. Just a little update to what we've done so far. So there's our replaced barbed fitting there, and that little black thing in the end of the wet end. It goes to the other pump right here. So what I was talking about keep awakes earlier, you see that one's been glued or something, that little, yep. And there's our water level. This was bone empty before. So we're holding water. We're just about to go into the skimmer there. It's hard to see the water. Ah, there we go. So that was our one and only leak, and we got it fixed. So, tub is on. And to just quickly open this union up just to get some air out of the main jet pump. But it's working now. Here's our fitting, nice, no leaks, and I solved in this one too. It was just a gasket that needed replacing. And here we've got 17 amps, so that is all heater. Watch it go up when I hit the pump. All right, 18, that's low. It's out of range on that, see it go. There we go, 28 amps.